Welcome back to On the Shelf Gaming. Crandon, what's going on, brother? We didn't introduce ourselves in the last episode. God damn it.
Yeah.
I'm Sacred.
And I'm Crandon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
sorry that we don't do that nearly as often as we might need to.
Eric and I talked about that in the last session of Ty. It's just one of those things where we never think about it because, like, we know who we are. And
well,
since this whole show is just us talking to each other like bros, I don't know. We never think to introduce her. I never talk to Eric, and I'd be like, I should remind this guy who I am.
That's fair. I think the other part of it is that we definitely haven't also been not doing this for sure, not really, for 10 years. More.
Right, for sure.
You know, you and Eric were doing stuff together longer than he and I have. Granted, I've known him longer.
Right. But yeah, we've done stuff across several different channels. Still are, technically. We just only do this one now.
Yeah, man. God. I would do so much to see the return of the Inuyasha bridge.
Well, I got some bad news for you.
Yeah, that one's so dead. I know it's dead.
That one never even really got off the fucking ground.
I know, but
we got like one 3-minute episode of Yu Yu Hakusho abridged out, and that was as far as our abridging career ever made it. Oh, there's stuff in this
yeah.
There we go.
Oh well.
God, what a bridge series did you want to make, my man?
I don't know. I guess just because I've gotten into it more recently, I would love to do a Gundam abridge.
Oh, that's fair.
Like
I don't think there were any big. I don't think there were any big Gundam bridge series though.
Yeah, it's one that I don't feel like it's as easy to write comedy for, since there's not a ton like built into the series outright.
Right. For sure.
Oh, there was that one time I was working on a script for us to redub the Sonic OVA.
Oh yeah, how far along did that ever get? All I remember is us talking about it and we agreed to do it, and then we just never heard from you again.
I got about 10 minutes into the movie.
Fuck yeah, like, bro. We'll dub those 10 minutes.
Script. No, I'm good. I couldn't figure out a way to write around the fact that Eggman's trying to marry the president's 14-year-old daughter.
Okay, we don't write around it. We just put, every time he's talking, we just put on the bottom of the screen, Eggman's a pedophile!
Yeah, man, I wanted to find a way to handle it with tact.
When you're talking about marrying a 14-year-old girl, I don't think tact is something that comes into the equation.
Well, yeah, trying to find a way to write it out, because I was trying to snip some of the scenes. I was really trying to put in some work to it.
I mean, that's fair. That is really fair.
Sonic's a really important thing to me. It would be like if I wanted to... Oh, God. I would love to do a fan dubbing of the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. Because that has it built in already.
Oh, yeah. Well, that just feels like a fucking fan dub on its own.
I know. But God, it's so good.
Super good. I sold way more than 10 cards. Come on now. No, that's totally fair. God. It's the eternal struggle, because Eric and I have the same problem with all the projects we want to do, where we want to do them well, but that requires way more effort than he or I are ever willing to put in.
Yeah. And that's kind of where I stopped on the Sonic OVA. I was like, well, you know.
Maybe an alternate dimension Crandon with a bit more time on his hands.
Yeah.
No, that's totally fair. Well, because right now, I want to say our biggest project, we haven't worked on it in a couple months, and it's just one of those videos ideas where it's legitimately become my white whale, where I'm just like, Eric, we can't just fucking drop this one like we do everything, but it is going to be so much work, because if this video gets done and it gets done to the point we want it, this is going to be like a 10-hour long video.
Oh my god.
It's going to be our fucking magnum
What the fuck
opus.
are you covering?
I will tell you in between episodes, because I will be gutted if anyone takes this idea from me. Every time I see a thumbnail on YouTube that even comes remotely close to talking about what this video is going to talk about, my heart fucking sinks until I read it and find out what they're doing.
Gotcha.
But like, so like that's one of those things where it's like, God, we really want to do this, but also we have jobs.
Yeah.
I need some of these on hand.
I don't know. Shelf's been really taking off, so maybe at some point in like 5 more years,
it can
it'll
support
afford
itself.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. Gotta make sure we have some of these on hand.
We've gotten bigger than I ever would have imagined us.
Oh, for sure. Like I'm not blustering when every time I made a post about it, I said that people are just blowing our fucking most generous expectations out of the water, because that's what they're doing. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's a mechanic in this game. Is sometimes some stinky ass motherfuckers will come in here and start driving away customers. So we gotta run over and grab some deodorant and spray them down.
But we have to pay to deodorize them. It doesn't force us, like it doesn't give us any money back.
Nope. We literally just have to run over, grab a can of deodorant, and start spraying. Otherwise, our customers are going to get mad and stop coming back, or they're going to leave without buying anything, because it reeks in here.
I'm gonna headcanon that to where it's just us walking over and being like, you don't have to pay me any more money, but you're putting this on.
I always liked to, when I was playing, I would always like to just grab it and run over and yell, "Free sample!"
Free sample.
Do you just take any free sample that's given to you?
More or less, yeah.
Hell yeah, me too. I'm the exact same way. Like, if I'm at, like, fucking Costco or something, and the lady's giving out free samples, even if it's a food I know I hate, I'm just like, fuck it, it's a little paper cup of it. I want it.
Yeah. Like, who cares if I'm gonna hate it for, like, 4 seconds? I got to eat it.
Yeah. I got a free sample. It's the experience.
Yeah. I didn't have to pay to make sure that I still don't like it.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's something about at least my own taste, is that I found out that I do like a lot of things that I didn't think I would ever.
Oh yeah, every year or so I'll try something that I don't typically like, just to see if that changed.
I gotcha.
Because I have a weird set of taste buds, as I learned after I started going out with Elizabeth.
All right.
Well, because she came over for dinner one time when we like first started dating, and I made one of my favorite childhood meals. It's called shaman, and it is, I believe it originates from Austria, where a lot of my family is from.
Okay.
And it is essentially scrambled eggs with sugar. And I've always fucking loved shaman. Like, when it was shaman night, that was fucking, it was my favorite night. And there'd be little smokies on the side. We would put, like, raisins in it. It was great. And then Elizabeth tries it, and she said, yeah, that's eggs with sugar. And that was the first time I was like, huh, maybe this isn't normal food. I
mean, normal is all about the culture that you take a part of.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not gonna sit here and say that like I'm repping Austria to the best of my abilities.
Like it sounds like an interesting enough dish that I'll probably try it at some point in my life. Who knows?
I need to get the recipe from my dad, because he's the only man I know who's ever made it.
Okay.
So I gotta get the recipe from my dad, and then I'd be happy to have you and Eric over for some schmon dinner, where Eric will refuse to eat it, but you'll try it.
Yeah. Yeah, Eric will go, sacred. That's literally eggs with sugar. I'm not fucking eating that.
I don't even like eggs at the best of times.
And then I'll take a bite of it, and then I'll like it, and he'll go, no. And then he'll do his laugh.
Man, we really got him pegged. Why do we hang out with Eric?
Because we love him.
We do. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk.
Listen, I know the same goes towards me.
Oh, I'm sure the same goes towards me, brother. We're friends with asterisks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like to think we're at least a step above those, like, conditional friends that you, like, made in high school out of necessity.
Oh, yeah.
Because I definitely had a bunch of those.
Yeah, I feel that.
I'll give you $6.50 for it. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
My goal is to literally never ever give anyone their asking price. Otherwise, we're fools. Unless it's less than the market price, in which case they're a fool.
Okay.
But now, because I had fucking plenty of those in high school, where I would literally only hang out with certain people because they were just in my general vicinity at times where I would be there, and I just wanted someone to talk to.
Yeah, that's definitely like when I was the conditional friend for some people I know. Just because it was like, I sat next to you literally all year. We're bound to at some point have some sort of a conversation.
Right. You can have that. God. Well, and it's crazy how that's one of those things that we all, I mean, granted, maybe I'm off base on this one, but it's crazy. Fuck, there we go. Hell, like, that is something that, like, everybody does, I think.
Yeah.
Just, like, have those sort of, like, conditional or, like, temporary friends where, like, for the next 20 minutes while we're waiting for the bus, we are fucking brothers. And then I'm gonna not like you as soon as I think about you later.
Yeah, I think I think it especially comes up in the workplace.
Oh, definitely the workplace. That's where I've done it by far the most.
Yeah.
And I had a whole school career.
Right? There was a guy I worked with. We called him Michael Pepper all the time because that's all he ever drank was Dr. Pepper. No water, no nothing.
Actually, didn't work with Eric.
Dr. Pepper. Surprisingly. But Eric drinks water.
He drinks stuff that has water in it.
He drinks water.
I've only ever seen him drink water, like, of his own fruition, like, when we're working out.
He was doing it the other night when we were recording or doing something. I can't remember exactly what. Because I heard the lid, and what were we doing? We were playing something. Oh, it was when we played Fortnite together a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Well, you know, now that you mention that, I do think last we recorded, I think I saw him quickly grab his water filter out of the fridge and just kind of chug some.
Yeah. Oh, man, water is so good.
I love water. I drink so much fucking water. It's insane.
I can't believe that I became one of those people because I used to I was like, no, give me anything but water.
Right.
I'll drink it.
Right.
And then one day I say one day. One year I gave up soda for Lent. Not that I'm terribly religious at all. It's just my friend who had taken me to a Lent service and was doing Lent themselves. I was like, you know what?
I'll do it.
I'll try giving up soda for a month. And that month became more than a year and a half.
When I worked at Wendy's, I used to drink the shit out of sodas because you get free drinks. And so, like, every night when I would get off shift, I would just fucking go and grab I would go grab the largest cup we had, and I would just fill it up with soda. And then that was my beverage for the night. And then I would also drink soda at, like, dinners. I was constantly drinking soda.
Right.
And so I just got so burnt out of soda. I did not, like, legitimately drink soda for probably close to, like, 5 years. I just never had it. if I had anything that wasn't water, it was like milk or like juice or something or alcohol. But then, and this I think is very sad, and it probably says a lot about how impressionable I am. But then I picked up a little show called One Piece. Maybe you heard of it. And a little character named Frankie. Maybe you heard of him. Became my favorite character. And he's into a little beverage called cola. Maybe you heard of it. And now I can't get enough of Coke. I went from no soda for like 5 years to now I get a Coke everywhere I go. That's like as far back as you can go.
Oh man, who knew Frankie would give you the super need to have some super cola?
I hate that like Pepsi is the one that has won the bidding war for Frankie, because they always come out with like special, like they always come out with like,
oh yeah,
like they have like straw hat Pepsis that have they like Frankie on the wrapper and shit. And I'm like, he literally, it's literally supposed to be Coca-Cola that he's drinking.
Yeah. Oh man.
God, I do want
a Coke right now.
Same. I really would like a Coke right now.
But I don't keep soda, so.
Yeah, that's the one saving grace is I don't buy soda. Like if I go out to a restaurant, I'll get soda there. But I'm like, I can't keep soda in my house. Otherwise, that is going to be an issue.
Yeah. I feel ya.
That's right, dude. Buy my car. I probably should be checking. Okay, still making profit on that. Still making profit on that.
Yeah, I didn't see it pop up any notifications. Like, surely it would give you...
It doesn't.
Oh, no.
Yeah. No, it does not give you any sort of notification. You just have to remember to check your shit. I didn't even know that was like a thing. I didn't know that like it fluctuated. I was playing with Elizabeth, and she said, "Hey, you don't ever check your prices. Are you sure you're not losing a bunch of money?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about? The prices don't change after you set them." And she's like, "Yeah, they do. They change like every day."
Yeah. That's one thing that Supermarket Sim has over this game then, is that when there's a price change on an item, you'll get a notification. And it'll either be a little green arrow or a little red arrow next to the item name.
Right. Yeah, no, it doesn't do that. It doesn't do that here. All you have to manually click on it every time. And I have a terrible memory. Like, I'll literally get a product that night and then forget to check the price that morning.
Bro. Oh, well.
Happens to the best of us, man.
Yeah.
Whoops.
It's definitely... I don't know if this game has it where... Does it have just like a web page that shows you all the... like... prices that can be?
Yes, I think.
Because that's part of how I also keep my eye on it, is I'll check that once a day.
Let's check. Excuse me, sir. Yes, you can just check the prices for stuff. Huh. I've never even opened this tab before.
Huh.
Well, that's good to know.
Hell yeah.
Well, does it tell you like if you're making a profit on it currently?
So this menu is definitely different than the Supermarket Sim one.
Right.
Okay, so it would, in theory, like the
okay.
is down. Yeah.
Yes. All right. I'm picking up what you're putting down, game. I'm right there. I'm playing by your fucking rules.
Oh boy, you know I'm taking it all the way with these rules.
I used to, speaking of people I knew in high school, I knew this guy where he did a really passable Mickey Mouse impression, and it became his entire personality.
Oh man, is that person the legendary Chris Pratt?
No, it was not Chris Pratt.
But like, I don't know. I could just shit on him right now, but
I fucking hate Chris Pratt.
But like I have no actual funny jokes, so I just thought it would be funny.
The funniest shit I know about Chris Pratt is all the shit my teachers made up about him.
Yeah.
Well, because like I had one teacher, and I think it was just his claim to fame that he was a teacher for Chris Pratt in high school, because he would tell the most outlandish stories that would paint Chris Pratt in high school as like a total fucking Superman. Like he was talking apparently one time, if my old English teacher is to be believed, Chris Pratt was just hanging out with all the German kids at lunch who would speak German at their table, just speaking fluent German with them. And he came over and said, "Chris, I didn't know you knew German." And he's like, "Yeah, I just learned it today."
Huh. Yeah, that sounds like either an outlandish tall tale or something that he already knew and was trying to be funny.
Yeah, regardless, I'll take 500. I'll take shit that didn't happen for 500, Alex.
Oh, man, we should play Jeopardy at some point, but there's no good way to play it unless we're actually sitting together.
I mean, that's fine. Eric's got a house and a TV.
Yeah. That is true.
Let's just go to Eric's house right now and play Jeopardy.
I don't think it would be legal for me to drive right now.
No, bro, it's fine. When has that ever stopped anybody?
It will stop me.
Well, that's
Never
fine.
drive under the influence, kids.
Free samples! Stinky ass motherfuckers.
Yeah.
How'd you
Get
feel?
off of each other, and maybe you won't smell so bad.
How'd you feel if someone just if you're like walking into your local fucking Walmart or some shit, and then an employee you just see around the fucking corner, sprint down the fucking parking lot at you, yell, "Free sample!" and just start spraying you in the face with deodorant.
I would wonder what fresh hell I was walking into, and probably consider getting back into my car and going somewhere else.
Right? Like, at that point, just tell me you don't want me to come in.
Right?
It's like, I don't like being told I stink, but I think I would prefer being told I stink than someone running full speed at me with a can of deodorant, just spraying me down like a wild animal.
Yeah. We'll have to finish this day next time on On the Shelf Gaming.
Hell yeah.